Morning SKN. I'm Andre Cunningham.
And I am Cortentia Carty. And it is
Friday. Can you imagine it's Friday already?
It is indeed Friday. Welcome to our Friday's show. We have so much in store for you. Andre, how are you doing on this Good Friday?
I'm doing excellent. It's Friday, it's payday, and everyone seems happy so far.
Okay, so Andre, you sharing some pay with me, right?
Of course.
Okay,
certainly.
good stuff.
Drinks on me.
I accept. With that said, we begin this morning with local news. Our first story comes from Win Media SKN. 3 vocalists and 4 pianists graced the stage at the Vanille Powell 2023 recital held on April 23rd at the David Freeman Center of Excellence, Gingerland. The vocalists include Zane Martin, Tit Lon Douglas, Weeks, and Rhonda Williams. Vinal Powell, a recording artist from Nevis, said the vocalists were engaged in vocal training for a minimum of 8 weeks and were able to apply the learned skills to their onstage performances. The lessons taught, according to Powell, were band etiquette, understanding the stage, mastering nerves during a performance, diction, listening skills, reading techniques, and the use of articulators, amongst others. The piano students had a minimum of 16 weeks of training. Powell noted on social media, and quote, they were taught basic music theory and keyboard skills, such as accurate fingering, maintaining correct time signature throughout the piece, and note accuracy, end quote. That's very good.
And still on the local scene, this one comes to us from the St. Kitts Nevis Information Service. A delegation from the Federation comprising Denajo Frank from the Energy Unit in St. Kitts and Nelson Stapleton from the Nevis Electricity Company NEVLEC joined Caribbean counterparts for an energy workshop in Tokyo, Japan from April 9th to April 21st, 2023. Energy officer within the ministry, Denasia Frank, in an interview on May 3rd, 2023 said that the workshop was extensive and saw representatives from St. Kitts and Nevis, Japan, and Barbados. The reason for this workshop is that the Japanese International Cooperation Agency, JICA, is invested in promoting and developing energy efficiency and renewable energy in the Caribbean. Mr. Frank said, and quote, we visited a number of companies that promote energy efficiency. For example, we went to a company called Daikin, which is an air conditioning company, and they have technology with ACs where some AC units track you to ensure that persons are in the room when they are blowing, end quote.
I like that.
Fascinating.
So we can definitely be saving energy because once they don't feel the presence of a body, they can turn off.
We definitely need some of that in St. Kitts.
I need one of those. Our third story comes by way of press release from the Education Media Unit. As part of the ongoing process with the merging of the Estridge and Edgar T. Morris Primary Schools, a winning design was voted on as the new uniform for those students enrolled in the institution for the upcoming academic year 2023, 2024, and beyond. Mr. Roger Woodley, Deputy Chief Education Officer and member of the School Merger Committee, explained the selection process. He said, in quote, on May 4th, there was a Parent Teachers Association PTA meeting where the uniform was decided on. After pictures of the different uniforms were shown to the audience, there was a voting process. Each person was given a sheet of paper, and as each exhibit was shown, parents got the opportunity to vote. These votes were then counted in front of the audience, and at the end of it, exhibit number 7 was declared the uniform for the Estridge Edgar T merger for September 2023, end quote. The school will be located at the current Edgar T. Morris Primary School in Tabernacle. The merger committee has actively engaged the communities impacted by the school merger to ensure their input in decisions surrounding the merge. So good story, and all the best for the 2023-2024 academic term for both teachers and students of that merger.
Indeed, indeed. And here's what's happening with the local weather report. Forecast today will be partly cloudy with a high of 82 and a low of 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Take a look at your weather report. Up next, regional and international news. Stay with us.
An exotic experience.
Welcome back to GMSKN, and it's now time for what's happening in our region. This one comes to us from our friends over there at Loop Caribbean. Dutch St. Martin and French St. Martin share an island in the Caribbean with both sides separated by a border that has been the center of a dispute merging its location. It was finally being settled after 9 years as to where the border lies. Prime Minister of St. Martin, Sylvia Jacobs, says since the end of 2022, reports have been in the media from both the kingdom level as well as from the side of France that an agreement has been reached on the location of the border between St. Martin and St. Martin. The approved process was finalized between both states in March this year. As such, the Prime Minister found it prudent to wait until all documentation and steps were finalized before making any public statements. Prime Minister Jacobs will sign the treaty on St. Martin on May 25th on behalf of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Minister of Interior Gerard Damanin will sign on behalf of the State of France.
Listen, that border has been a long debated
That's why
situation.
we're happy we are living in a country where we're surrounded by water.
And no borders? None whatsoever. On the international scene, our news comes from Global News. Mpox, formerly known as monkeypox, is no longer a global health emergency, the World Health Organization declared Thursday. Cases of Mpox peaked in July and August 2022 and have since been in decline, according to the World Health Organization. World Health Organization Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said in a press conference that there have been almost 90% fewer cases in the last 3 months than in the 3 months prior. In total, more than 87,000 cases and 140 deaths have been reported from 111 countries, he said. He said, in quote, "I am pleased to declare that the mpox is no longer a global health emergency. We now see steady progress in controlling the outbreak," end quote. Ghebreyesus' declaration came a day after the World Health Organization Emergency Committee for mpox recommended that the multi-country outbreak of the virus no longer represents a public health emergency of international concern, he said. Well, folks, so there you have it for regional and international news. On today's show, it is International Nurses Day, so we will have a representative speaking about that day. We also have entrepreneurs Janelle Boone and Sanita Dulera, and we also have our Caribbean connections with Shanna Raymond. So go tell a friend to tell a friend to turn on. Good Morning SKN is on. We'll be back in a flash.
It's Infused Friday. Welcome to today's recipe. But before we get into that, let me give you some information about the benefits of H2O. Infused water adds more to your H2O. It not only gives you the same refreshed feeling that water does, but it adds flavor and nutritional benefits. Adding different combinations of herbs, fruits, and spices to your water can lead to endless combinations that are not only delicious, but extremely good for you. Helping to control bloating, because many women suffer from bloating due to excess salt or hormonal fluctuation. Water-rich foods such as lemon and cucumber can help control this problem. How does this link into relaxation? Well, if you infuse your drink with herbs that are linked to relaxation such as sage, this often helps. What are the benefits of anti-aging? Well, if you add dark berries and pomegranate seeds, which are rich in antioxidants, this can help protect against the effects of aging. Let's talk about metabolism. Many fruits can boost your metabolism and help with weight loss, so be sure to add in your raspberries, strawberries, tangerines, and any other delicious fruit. Now, let's move on to the recipe for this Friday, which is watermelon and lemon mint. Ingredients: 1 small cup of watermelon pieces, 1 large lemon sliced, and a handful of fresh mints. Now for the directions, it's very simple. You just need a pitcher and add 1 small cup of watermelon sliced, 1 large lemon slice, and a handful of fresh mint. Muddle ingredients and fill pitcher with ice water, and you're good to go. Add more to your H2O. Check out the Facebook page every Friday for refreshing infused water recipes.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Welcome to another edition of Infused Friday. We have another great infused water recipe for you to try out. Pineapple and sweet red bell pepper. I know what you're thinking, but this will bring a pep in your step. Here are some of the benefits you may experience from this exotic combination. Pineapple juice is rich in a variety of vitamins and minerals. It's especially packed with manganese, copper, vitamin B6 and vitamin C, all of which play important roles in the proper functioning of your body. Red capsicum or red bell pepper contains lycopene and a phytonutrient which helps to keep a healthy heart. It is also a rich source of folate and vitamin B6 along with antioxidants known to protect the body against free radicals. I know you cannot wait to try out this amazing fruit and vegetable infusion. Let's get you started with the following ingredients. You will need 6 pineapple cubes, 6 red capsicum cubes, enough fresh water to fill your jug or bottle. And the directions. Remember to wash your ingredients well. Chop and slice ingredients as necessary. Add to ingredients to a large jug or bottle. Stir ingredients and add fresh water and stir. Let it infuse, settle, and then serve into tall glasses. Can you taste the goodness already? Add more to your H2O. Check out the Facebook page every Friday for refreshing infused water recipes.
Yo, what up? It's your boy N Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moment Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao bango.
International Nurses Day is an international day observed around the world on 12th of May each year to mark the contribution that nurses make to society. Here with us today in studio on Good Morning SKN, President of the St. Kitts Nurses Association, Nurse Keisha Rawlins. Join us to acknowledge this day. Nurse Rawlins, welcome to GMSKN.
Hi, good morning.
We're happy to have you.
Thank you for having us.
So let's dive right into it, Nurse Rawlins. Tell us, what's the significance of International Nurses Day?
Well, the significance really highlights all the sacrifices And it really brings us together as one, no matter where we are in the world. And it's no different here on St. Kitts. We celebrate this day happily. It's a day like, oh yes, it's our day. We have a day. We are recognized. So it's important to us to acknowledge that this day came from a lot of effort from other people before us.
Awesome.
Florence Nightingale, why is she inspirational for this particular day?
Well, she was our pillar of hope back in the 80s, and she really, it's her birthday today actually. So these days they commended her on it. So she wanted to make a difference, and she started by helping persons like the soldiers back in the day when they come from war. And we all were carers all the time. We are mothers, we are nurturers. So caring is something that is normal for us, but we weren't recognized for it. So she paved that way for us as nurses.
Awesome. And Nurse Rawlings, the theme for this year's International Nurses Day is Our Nurses,
Our Future.
How fitting is this theme for
It has come at a timely era where COVID-19 almost took us out, and it did a lot of damage all around the world. Even in St. Kitts, we were struggling, and we recognize that we need the healthcare system needs us, and our future is just signifying that we have to go forward into trying to make an even bigger, impression on the world, because we recognize that when everybody else is shut down or away, we are still on the ground. So we are the pillars of strength, and we want to make sure that our nurses knows this. So we are into the future because we don't know what's going to happen next. So we are beginning to be prepared more so than before. We were prepared, but not for a pandemic. So now we know these things are very, very, very likely and possible. We are going to put on those armors. So yes, we are the future right now.
I'm glad that you are the future, but is the future of nursing bright? I say that to ask the question, do we have a vast amount of persons, both male and female, applying to be nurses?
Well, we had a little slowed down period because nursing brought to light that we too are human, and we had to care for people and leave our own families. Sometimes we had to separate ourselves physically, and that took a toll. Like the rest of the world took a toll personally on persons, it did so on nursing. So we had to revamp and revive and send a message out that we need people on board, because this made people quit. Actually, COVID-19 made a lot of nurses quit. A lot of nurses also died. So we had 4 deaths around that time in the year, in the space of 2 to 3 years in St. Kitts. But other countries, in Jamaica, for instance, had much more. And we recognize that it's an important sacrifice. So it became scary for some who wanted to venture on. So I would say the future is bright for nursing, but we have to make sure we reignite that passion, the reason why we're all here in the first place, and it's to care for persons. We are in the caring business. So it is bright, but we have to do some work. We have work to do to encourage persons to come on into the profession.
Sympathies on the nurses that you would have lost.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Nurse Rawlings, just listening to you speak, I can just hear the passion you have for what you do. It's commendable. So I know the world is celebrating International Nurses Day, but what are some of the activities planned by the St. Kitts Nurses Association?
She's quite excited.
I have to get my list out. Well, we started off the services, the activities, with the service, a church service. We had that on May 7th at the Antioch Baptist Church. And the takeaway from that was we have to ask for wisdom.
Of course.
With wisdom, you get much more than you would ever bargain for.
I agree.
And so we are asking Jehovah for wisdom to guide us in this association. And the highlight too of this special day being we have a beacon of light, Florence Nightingale's birthday. We're also celebrating 70 years of existence in the Federation.
Congratulations.
So it's a big deal for us right now.
Big deal indeed.
So our activities, Nurses Day really starts from the 6th to the 12th. Today it should have ended it. But it's just the beginning for St. Kitts. Yes. We have t-shirt. You notice I'm wearing a t-shirt.
Make today great.
Yes. We are making today great. We're making today awesome. So guys, yes, we have t-shirt day to the nurses be looking like regular persons, but you'll know they are nurses. You know the nurses, right?
Indeed.
And of course, we have our little pins going on. Like mine said, #1 nurse. That's how I see myself.
You go,
So
girl.
you're gonna see us at the Jane France Hospital looking all bright, and in fact, we are gonna be all around community centers and stuff like that.
Nice.
We're having our luncheon today on the lawn. We have an area there we call the Flamboyant Drive.
Yeah.
We named it. So we're gonna have lunch there today, and everybody is gonna come and have lunch, not the public, just the nurses.
She
for
she
us.
cleared that up just for the nurses.
We don't want anybody pulling up saying the nurse said come and get food.
Or come and ask for Nurse Rollins, send us here.
We're gonna have a nice scrumptious lunch, which will be catered by Railway.
Railway bar?
Railway, yes.
Okay, nice.
Yes,
That
we
food
love
is
their
nice.
food.
Yes.
So yes, they're gonna cater for us today. We're gonna have family movie night on the 19th. A good movie is coming out just the day before.
Okay.
So we're gonna have the nurses in and their families, and we're gonna have
So just the nurses and the families again.
Yes, we hopefully we're gonna get our own studio,
Okay.
own showroom.
Okay,
So we're gonna
nice.
just have nurses and family in there.
Nice.
We're gonna have karaoke night May 20th at Barry's.
Oh.
Everybody knows Barry's is a good time.
Right.
And it's not gonna be no different for karaoke night. Some of us have really good voices.
Ooh.
But for those who don't, we'll bring our own.
Okay.
That's it.
Yes. They're gonna have a beach picnic. At first it was slotted for the 26th, but then we recognized quickly that there's a holiday, the 29th, and we wanted persons to be a part of that, not just us on the beach.
Yes.
So we switched it out to the 29th.
29th, okay.
Yes, we're gonna have is bring a food, bring a dish, and share.
Oh, nice.
So we should have things to be on sale like barbecue and drinks
Okay.
to raise some funds along the way. We're gonna have a walkathon in support of the nurses that are sick. We have nurses that are sick, and some don't get to travel out because they are here. It doesn't want to travel out, but they have expenses none the same.
Yes.
So the walkathon packages was started yesterday. It's gonna be the 27th of Saturday from 5 at the hospital, and then we go on to the Frigate Bellon.
Okay.
And this package is only $40, and we're gonna give all the proceeds. The St. Kitts Nurses Association will give the proceeds to the nurses that are sick.
Good, great initiative.
And I'm happy to see they take the time out to celebrate themselves.
Yes.
Awesome stuff,
We're
nurse.
also gonna have a tea party that's slotted for the 28th. It's a Sunday. We can't give you the location
Fancy.
yet, so we're gonna change location because the numbers of person wants to come. It's gonna need a bigger location.
Wow.
So we're gonna change the location. So I can't speak on the location.
So
at
this
time.
one, the tea party, is open for the public to come and support as well.
Everything
as
open
is the
for
walkathon.
Yes.
Except for the luncheon, not everything.
Except for
We
the
don't want
food.
anybody coming for your food today.
Nobody come for the food.
Only nurses.
But we will still share with you, though. I will share with you if you come.
No problem.
We're going to have a symposium on the 29th as well. We have a bunch of topics that we want to bring to light. Professionalism. We want to make sure we keep that going in the nursing profession. Emotional intelligence, customer service, because we recognize even though we are in the caring business, it is a business. And the hospital needs to get their bills paid. So we have to make sure we have good customer service. So these are just a few of the topics. And one of the topics I miss is harnessing your power as women, and as nurses. What do we do to harness that power? So those are some of the topics at the symposium. Then we're going to have a sports, I'm going to laugh now because
you run it?
I am hoping to be successful in terms of
You
running.
go. Yes, you go.
I'm always in Red House. I'm hopefully going to try and get myself in Red House.
And get some points.
So can the public come and support Red House?
Yes, we're hoping to have that at King Collins Stadium.
Okay, nice.
Yes, and we'll have a little thing to goodies to sell, so refreshments.
Interesting.
And that will be June 3rd. So it's gonna be fun to see the nurses in their different color houses and running. We're gonna do spoon and
lime and spoon.
Yes, I want to do that.
Or egg and spoon.
Awesome.
I don't know about the sack race.
No sack race.
Bag.
No,
Jump in the
I
bag.
don't think we can manage that. We'll try the other.
Okay.
And we're gonna have a motorcade now on the 10th of June.
Okay.
We're gonna just go about the hospital, go around town, maybe around the roundabout by the bypass, and come down the Bay Road. We don't want to be too far in case of any emergency.
Indeed.
And we recognize that we want to ask most of the nurses to attend just to say, hey, we're here.
Yes,
And we're celebrating.
Yes, indeed.
And then we're going to end everything with our gala.
Ooh,
We're
fancy.
going to have a gala and you're invited too.
I am looking forward.
June 17th, we're going to have that at St. Kitts Marriott.
Oh,
So
that's
that is going
sweet.
to bring us to our gifts, awards, and presentations. And of course, we have persons to recognize who have helped us along the way. So this is our finale.
Awesome.
nice.
And indeed, y'all deserve all this.
We have a raffle as well.
Now, what
We
are
have
we
a
raff-
raffle. It's 70 years, so we have raffle 7, where we, usually in a raffle it's 3 items. It's 7. We have a flat screen TV, microwave, toaster oven, electric kettle, plate set, glass set. We're raffling 7 items at just $5 a chance, and we're gonna announce these.
For the nurses or the public
The
at large?
public, the
Okay.
public.
And
yeah.
the public has been supportive, so we're
Nice.
selling raffles
Wow.
until June 17th, and that's when we're gonna on live
Uh-huh.
share the results.
Ooh.
So those who are in the raffle, please keep your little stump, because you
Yes.
never know what you're gonna win from this. And we have
Exactly.
7 persons who will have the opportunity to win something.
Wow,
Indeed,
that is so
indeed.
good. It's a big deal that you folks are celebrating 70, and we just had a coronation 70 years later. So
Yes.
I just love how they correlate with each other.
Right.
So you mentioned the impact that nurses can have on the community, but sometimes we look at nurses as being less than doctors. How important are nurses in comparison to doctors?
Good
We don't
question.
want to compare, because we're each in our own right professionals.
stuff.
But at the same time, they need us.
Okay.
Believe it or not,
Yeah.
they do. If you don't have nurses on the ground, the whole place shut down.
I agree.
I am telling you.
I like that, right?
There will be a crash
Yes.
in the healthcare system. That's how important. So you can judge on your own how important we are. So we are not going to compare that
Yes.
anybody is better. We're just going to say that we are significant and our role is major. And
It
without
is.
us, the healthcare system will fail. It's a
Indeed.
guarantee, because we are essential in every sense of the word. Okay?
You heard that
Yes.
right here. Nurses are essential.
Indeed. And nurse, I'm sure you hear this question numerous times, but of all the professions out there in the world, why did you decide to become a nurse?
I didn't even think I chose it. I think it chose me.
Oh, nice.
Very good
My
answer.
grandmother wanted me to. She was sick. I was helping her as I was in my capacity too. At the time, I was a young, child, but I wanted to help her and I wanted her to feel better. And my whole thing is making people feel better.
Oh, that's sweet.
So after she said, you should be a nurse, I didn't want to be a nurse to do the dirty stuff. But then after
That's
a
the
while, it
truth.
grew on me, like,
Uh-huh.
if I help, because I see how my impact had on
Yes.
her,
Right.
Oh,
if I can do this times 10,
yes.
the feeling I got just from her,
Uh-huh.
I said, this will be an awesome life. Until I actually got in, I said, oh my God, I don't want to be a nurse again. Because it was a lot mentally, physically, emotionally.
What made you stay?
That's the best question. Why do you stay when you're
Right.
already seeing that it's not all better roses?
Right.
Yeah.
I think I stay because I think it's my duty to help.
I
I
like
think
that.
if I don't, I feel like I'm missing something. My life wouldn't be complete if I don't continue.
Aw.
So it became I cannot leave. Every year I'm supposed to leave, every year.
And she's still
Every
there.
year. 22 years, I'm still here.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Yes, so I can't leave at this point.
Oh,
And
let
you,
me.
sorry,
Go
you
ahead.
just mentioned 22 years of service. Just tell us some of the highlights of your career.
At my 40th birth, even as a student, I was never the one to be submissive. I was the one to be different. Different is good.
Of course.
Because
Always.
you challenge yourself as well.
Yes.
And as I grew in the profession, I had to fine tune myself a little bit with help from persons who, saw that light in me before I saw it in myself.
Yes.
And at my 40th birthday, I got a call. I was not on St. Kitts that I am now an assistant nurse manager. I was like, wow.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
I was like, that was a big deal for me.
Of
And
course.
then all of a sudden I'm voted as the president. I didn't even know I was in the race.
Wow.
I knew because my colleague said, Blois, you're in the race, and is this amount now? And then when he went to 20, it's 20 now. And then they call me and say, I didn't even study in it. Because I
Wow.
said, okay. And then when I realized I'm really in the race, I said, okay, let me go around the island. Come
Yeah,
on,
big
we got a
deal.
campaign.
Yeah.
So these highlights boost me.
Yes.
It boosts my self-esteem. It boosts me to continue my caring journey. And I care whether I'm in hospital or not, because caring is not just in the hospital.
Exactly.
You're a nurse wherever you go.
Yeah.
So I don't have a name right now. I'm nurse. I don't have a name in the public. I don't think they know my name. They just know nurse.
And once you hear nurse, that gives you some
I
sort
want
of.
to hide.
Oh. Why? Somebody may need your help.
Because I don't get anything done. It's like the walk to get the bills paid.
Yeah.
You don't make it. The place
Everybody
is closing
wants-
on you.
Oh,
because
wow.
the amount of stops you have to make to say hi back.
Right.
You hide. You're like, oh my God, I have to go to town very early.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, Pastor Connor just said the same thing. He has to go very early so you don't have to say much hellos.
I like that.
I do that too. It's like you're a celebrity on the road.
That's good.
And you try
I
to
like
get the
that.
bills paid.
I like that. Nurse Rollins, for those persons who may be coming in or want to enter the nursing field, how important is kindness and empathy?
That's my mantra, actually. Everything I have, say, my shirt doesn't say it today.
Yes.
Keywing, everything. I put things that mean something in my site. So it's going to be on something.
Okay.
Kindness is important because if you don't have it, it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
I
We
agree.
ain't going to go on the bush about that. If you don't have compassion and empathy, it doesn't make sense to get into
Yes.
this profession because you're going to deal with people who you don't like, who you can't stand. You're going to deal with people who are aggressive and rude and disrespectful, and you can't be those things back.
I agree.
So you have to know that even if you have to adjust your personality if you love people, of course.
Yes.
Right.
But you cannot give it back. So you have to now realize that you will be in a situation that you have to be the humble one or the bigger
Yes,
man, as
the
we
big-
say.
yes.
And it's very hard to do for some persons. So
It is, it
you
is.
have to know that even before you decide to come into a professional like this. And hopefully you don't choose it, it chooses you. That helps.
Oh, okay.
If you choose it, you might be successful along the way, but you'll have more challenges. But if it chooses you, you're embracing it. The mindset is that, yes, I want to do this for a person. Yes, I want to be a caregiver. And then you'll approach it differently.
Never thought
And
of
I think
stuff
that
like
helps.
that. Okay.
Awesome.
Good
awesome.
stuff.
That helps.
And as we wrap, Nurse Keisha, what are some of the words of encouragement would you have for other nurses that are out there?
Yes.
Pray to Jehovah. You can't do anything really in your life, private or professionally, without Him.
Yes.
Keep that connection. And your mindset is important. My mindset is on making life the best that I can, no matter the challenges. I wake up, I cry many days. Oh boy, you cry and you get back out there like you
Yes.
never did cry.
Exactly.
So mindset is important. Staying positive. Trying to make each day intentionally though,
Yeah.
because you have to be intentional with all the
Indeed.
things that happen in a day,
Of course.
in a minute, in an hour. You have to be intentional about what you want and speak it so that it can happen, and say it before you step out of your house. Manifest it then. And then when you do that, you develop an attitude that, okay, today mightn't have been the best, but at the
Yes.
end of the day, you reflect and say, okay, what could I have done differently? And you see how next time, if you're in that situation, how you would handle it. And with that, you build and you grow. And maturity would come too, because when we're younger, we don't want the same thing. But as we age and we see what we want, it
Yes.
refines us a bit, like wine.
Sure does.
Right,
Ooh.
right.
So, but aging is good. I
Yes.
always say embrace changes. That's another
Yes.
thing we don't like to do. Embrace change. Change can be good. It's how you look at it.
Yes,
So
indeed.
the mindset is a big deal, and keeping that connection with Jehovah and support, family support, friends support. Having a good support system helps you. You don't be successful without it because you cannot do it alone.
Yes,
So you
indeed.
have to have a good, my executives, you have to have a good relationship because it's not me, we have a whole executive of 7 persons who help us. The Retired Nurses Association, we reach out because they're older
Yes.
for support and guidance. So we cannot do it alone. So I'm just sitting here as a representation of what the body does.
Yes.
I'm only one person, but I assure you that communication and all these things makes it happen, makes it mesh.
Okay.
But it starts with you as an individual.
Oh, wow.
I agree.
Wow.
And Nurse Rollins, we would happy to continue the conversation, but time really flies.
That's okay. I
when
can
we're
see
having
you
fun.
all. The AC is really good. The lighting is good. You're handsome.
Thank
You're
you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
And there you have it, folks. Powerful words of encouragement from Nurse Keisha Rollins. Nurse, continue the wonderful work you're
Yes.
doing.
Thank
And
you. I'll
happy
send your love
International
to the rest
Nurses
of the
Day.
nurses
Please do.
as I greet them today.
Please do.
Stay with us, folks. Much more when we return on GMSKN.
Cheers.
An exotic experience.
Hello and welcome to your favorite day of the week, Friday. It's Infused Friday, and you've guessed right, we have another marvelous infused water recipe for you today. Strawberry, lemon and green tea infused water. So let me introduce you to the benefits one can expect from this selection. Strawberries. These potent little packages protect your heart, increases HDL, which is good cholesterol, lower blood pressure and guard against cancer. Packed with vitamins, fiber and particularly high levels of antioxidants known as polyphenols. Strawberries are a sodium-free, fat-free, cholesterol-free and low-calorie food. The bottom line is lemons contain a high amount of vitamin C, soluble fiber and plant compounds that give them a number of health benefits. Lemons may aid weight loss and reduce your risk of heart disease, anemia, kidney stones, digestive issues and cancer. And finally, green tea contains healthy bioactive compounds. These compounds can improve brain function, increase fat burning. The antioxidants may lower the risk of some cancers, contribute to the prevention of type 2 diabetes, and assist in the prevention of cardiovascular disease, also in the protection of the brain from aging and reduce bad breath. Amazing benefits. Let's get infusing. Here are the ingredients. 1 bag of green tea, 3/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of hot water, 1 lemon halved, juiced and half sliced, a handful of strawberries halved, and ice cubes for serving. Directions. Place tea bag in a cup of hot water, let it steep for 5 minutes, then remove, and let it cool before pouring into a jug or pitcher. Add the remaining ingredients and let it infuse for 30 minutes before serving into a large glass filled with ice. So delightful. Add more to your H2O. Check out the Facebook page every Friday for refreshing infused water recipes.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom. Cheers.
An exotic experience.
Morning. Good morning. This is Kayana Paris and Zippo from Paris, Vermont. I want to encourage y'all to sign on to Good Morning SKN every morning from 8 to 10 at Studio 327. Thanks.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Startup Huddle is a safe space for entrepreneurs and entrepreneurial intrigues to have a support system. Today we welcome Sunita Dulera, a participant in the Startup Huddle and owner of Cool Coffee Bites. Good morning, Sunita, and welcome back to Good Morning SKN.
Thank you, and I'm glad to be back.
How have you been since your last visit?
It was nice. Some hits, some misses,
Okay.
some things in the pipeline, and we finished 3 years in our business.
Oh,
this week.
congratulations.
Thank you. Because pandemic hits 3 years back,
Yes.
and our business came in pandemic. So yes, we sold our first ice cream in like closer to 6th or 7th of May or somewhere. Here.
Yes.
So we
Okay.
celebrate full week as our
Oh,
anniversary
nice.
week.
Oh, nice.
So, Sunita, tell us, how long have you been in business?
3 years now, but I used to always make my ice creams and give it to religious functions and everything. Like we are going to some religious get together. All my friends, they will say, "Oh, Sunita, can you make your own ice cream and come? We don't want store bought." Okay. So we came into that, and when pandemic hit, again they wanted to eat our ice cream, and things were not that good that they could tell me to minch money from my pocket and feed them, right? So they offered us to pay, and this is how it started.
Okay, nice. So why did you participate in the Startup Huddle?
Startup, like we were in one of the fairs, in old court warehouse. We used
Okay.
to have fresh finds and all. So I used to have a booth over there, at least to be in the market so people could see who we are and interact with the customers, know their likes and dislikes. So Janil messaged me.
Okay.
Actually, he took a video of me.
Okay.
So I asked him, "Can I get your thing?" So he said, "Okay," and he offered me to join Huddle. And since their first Huddle was in November 2020, I'm very much active with them since then. Every month we meet and we discuss things and what's went in full 1 month, what was good and what was bad. We share our ideas. Two head is always good than one.
Yes.
So we share our ideas, and I like to be with them more. Like when you be with the more people like that, you come to know and then if I have something new, I share with them, and they give me some of their inputs in it. Like yes.
How many persons are part of this organization? Because you said we share. So how many of you are part of this organization, and how has the membership been growing thus far?
Yeah, we get more and more businesses coming in. We started first time we were 10 or 12, and then some, not all of them come. Yes, who are more active. We are 10 to 12 that we always meet every month, and some of them they come 1 month, don't come, and some of them. But yes, how much I would have seen? 40, 50.
Oh wow,
or more.
It's growing.
Sometimes we have a full, which one, solid waste conference room. Sometimes it is full.
Oh, wow, that's good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, Sunita, earlier you made mention about your the business Coffee Bite, and you specialize in ice cream.
Yes.
Tell the folks who are watching some of the different flavors that you have available at Coffee Bite.
Okay, we have 12 or 13 flavors. Some of them are still in pipeline. Like we have vanilla and vanilla, cookie and cream, almond, pistachio, coconut. These are just. Then mango is organic, that we get it locally.
Okay.
And then we have rum flavors. We have vegan flavors, and 2 of them vegan. And rum, I have 1 or 2 flavors. Then strawberry, pina colada, you name it. I have a lot. Like
Awesome,
now I can't.
awesome.
Chocolate. All kids flavors and older ones who like it.
Nice,
Sour
nice.
Sour
Oh,
is also
local.
from my yard.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You mentioned your third year, this being your third year anniversary. What are you doing for your customers before we continue?
I was a little caught up, but I'll be doing some things. Normally, I give free ice cream. I put a sticker of free inside. So and anyone would get that sticker. They would get a free ice cream.
Oh, nice. Okay. Good stuff.
Because this week again we will be on the beach selling ice creams.
Oh, nice.
We still go on beach on and off. So this week, Sunday, you all will see us because it's Mother's Day. So we are planning to do something for Mother's Day. Like I told you, free ice creams inside the sticker. You'll see a sticker.
The sticker,
inside. Yeah, behind first the one, my brand sticker, and put another sticker inside.
Yes, understood.
With the free. So when you eat it, you see.
Oh, nice. Great idea.
Last year we did that, so I'm planning to do the same this year again.
Good, great idea and good stuff. So tell us some of your experiences that you would have had at the Startup Huddle.
Okay, networking is the biggest plus point, I would say, and advertisement. They all advertise our things. They put it on the status. We promote each other, and then we had few collaborations.
Okay.
And anything, somebody, if I have to get a cake, okay, I'll ask them from one of, we have 2 or 3 people who do. So we try to do it internally.
Okay.
Yeah, give business to one another. If I need music, yes, we have a music person in it. And
nice.
Yeah, so it is something, if we have to need a decor or something, we have 1 or 2.
Wow.
So we try to do internally.
Sounds like a great network, yeah.
Yeah. So networking is a plus point, I would say.
Okay.
And yes, they guide us. If I need any inputs, they will give me on what and what not.
Of course. So Sunita, for those persons who are watching, how can they become a part of this Startup Huddle?
They could contact Janil, or if they want, they could contact me and I'll get them to Janil. My number is 669-7484, and I could get in touch with them. And any new budding business, they could come and get an ideas and whatnot.
When is your next meeting, and who will be the facilitator at that one?
That is still not fixed as yet.
Okay.
But soon, we normally do at places. Sometimes we do in people, like one of the guy who used to do farming and all. We went to his farm and we
nice.
did it. Yeah, I missed that.
Oh, so then you guys have to bring back the farm.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had an event. So sometimes we go to a credit union conference room. Somewhere or the other. First one was in the library.
The first ever one.
Yeah.
And who facilitated that one?
Keisha was the one.
Keisha? Okay. Have you facilitated any of the meetings as yet?
No.
No?
No.
Preparing to?
Yeah. I
Okay.
have to, but I'm looking, as I told you. I've been busy lately, so, but I'll do soon.
Okay. Good stuff.
Awesome. So, as you made mention, you just give the contact details. Do you have any idea where the next location would be for the Startup Huddle?
No, that comes from Jenny.
Okay.
What are some of the topics that you can tell us that is normally covered in these meetings?
Yeah, whole month review, like what we did, what's new, what new is coming up, and what not. Like if you have any queries or if you have to ask any input, like as I told you, we discuss as a family how we any matter we discuss with the family members and we sit and we. So I feel it like a family over there. I could discuss with whom I can't share even with my friends or something. I go and I ask them like how it is, and I've been guided well from there.
Okay.
So I feel that networking and this one is good. Yeah, I can't express it. But it has been nice to be in touch with Jenny. It is,
What is one of the biggest challenge that all of you entrepreneurs face from your various genres? Because as you said, there's a cake, there's a baker, there's you, the ice cream maker, there's a DJ, there's a florist, there's a decorator, etc., etc. What is the biggest challenge you all face?
Challenge, it's first to reach people.
Okay.
Like how I was not in touch with the people that much. But it was, for me, it was the biggest thing to how we would approach people.
Okay.
But then, as I told you, we broadcast each other's business
Yes.
once a month, so people come to know.
Okay.
Yeah, we have chefs also in it.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Everybody's in there.
You were the part of the lady who wins, Sandy, in your kitchen.
Oh, yes.
She's
in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chef Sandy. Okay.
Yeah, and the first one in 2021, I won the first.
Yes, I remember that. Okay.
So we are getting in touch, and they call us for judging, and we sit and we do the things like that.
Nice. So winners, it's a winner's circle, man. Regardless.
Indeed. So, Sunita, for those persons who are watching and don't know where to find Kofi Buy, tell them where they could find it.
Okay, we are located in Circus area, where the National Bank ATM is. It is a little snacket. Every morning we have different kind of breakfast, sometimes Indian and sometimes Western. Most of the time I want to introduce them to Indian home cooked food. So I make samosas. They are mostly on Monday. Then I have veggie patty Indian style. And today we had a egg sandwich.
Oh, nice.
And every day we have different. Then we have hot dogs. We have ice creams, of course, brownie, cookie, smoothies. Now it's season is for this one. Then we have sodas and you name it.
So
we
you've
have
expanded tremendously.
Indeed.
Yeah, some more things coming in the pipeline. Like we will be housing our ice creams on Podzante. One of the store has agreed to do
Just
so.
don't say congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So we could reach to tourists also.
Oh.
So more people can do. And another one, my business is with the Indian mithais. You don't know, sweet treats that we use in India. I export that also.
Okay, nice.
So some of them people who go not like exported via anything, but when people come and they are going US and all, so they buy from me and they take it.
Any plans to take Coffee Bites to Nevis?
Yes. If I get good collaborations, I'll be happy to do.
Nevis, you heard it here first. She's looking for collaboration.
I'm looking for collaboration. Yes, I'm very much open to bring my ice creams over there. Yes, but how? If any event, I can't take it because if I am short, I will be short. Right? So I want any base over there. If somebody, yes, you could contact me. 669-7484. We are very much in collaborating and we are very much to bring over there. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, my mithais, my other things go to Nevis, but ice creams, because of they melt and so that's a big, but if somebody will house it, we could work on it.
Oh, nice.
Indeed, and we all know ice creams are delicate to handle.
Indeed.
But tell us a little bit about your clientele. Who does support the business? The students?
All over. Locals.
Okay.
The locals made my business, I would say.
Awesome.
Yes, Indians. I started for Indians. Yes, but how Indian community is small. But once you have to expand, you have to jump in the local market.
Yes, you sure have to.
And my husband is a good PR for me. Thank you.
Of course.
Oh, that's so sweet.
He's the one. He's the face of my ice cream. Nobody know me. I met somebody outside. Oh, he saw. Oh, Sam. I say, yeah, he's my husband, and I'm at the back end who makes
Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
Congrats, Sam.
That's how they know him. They see, and he's all over, He used to sell, and he used to, poor fellow used to beg people, can you taste my ice cream?
Yeah, I know. I remember him walking around. And,
so everything is well now. People know, they look it, they know. Once we couldn't find those sticks, so I gave them just in the cups. This ain't your ice cream. Where's the stick?
So you have to keep the stick coming.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it is. Ice cream on a stick. How it is dense, so you can't eat it with the spoon. It has to be on the stick and
Indeed. What advice would you give to other entrepreneurs who may be out there and looking and are interested to join the Startup Huddle group? What would you say to them?
We have a Facebook page, like St. Kitts Startup Huddle. Just follow that page and you will have all the information, or just private message them, or as I told you, just message me and we will get in touch with them. And it is okay. It is free to join.
Oh, you heard that. Free.
It is free to join.
Yeah.
Right.
So it is, and we get sponsorships. So that's how it works.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
but Sunita, there are other persons out there that are in the ice cream business as well. But tell those persons who are watching what makes Kulfi Bite ice cream different than others.
Okay. It is first thing, it is a new concept. It is my grandma recipe that we make it. And it is on a stick. That is a
Yes,
different
as you
thing. You
said.
don't need a cup.
Yes.
You just hold it on a stick and you bite it. And it is not a popsicle. Yes, it is
No,
an ice
it
cream.
is an ice cream.
It is ice cream. It is creamy. It is dense. And it is homemade.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And most of kids, that
Yes.
they love it. They see Sam, they will catch him. Yeah, they say, I know Sam, he know my flavor. I say,
That's good. That's good.
yeah,
That's
he
good
know,
that
and
you.
he remembers which flavor you bought from him like a couple of months back.
That's
He
good.
will tell you.
That's excellent customer service right there. And once
Exactly.
people get that kind of reaction, then they are gonna definitely
Yeah,
support
old
your
ladies
business.
or some, Sam know my flavor, but I'm not.
Exactly.
Yeah, so he knows each and every person because he goes to people. He's the one who has set up everything. I just make and I give him. I
Okay.
don't know what's going on in
Yes.
front.
Nice.
But one morning I'll go to my work. My freezer is full. Come back. He say, "Come on, quick! Freezer is empty
Empty.
now."
Oh, good
Awesome,
stuff. Well, that's good
awesome.
that business is booming though. So
Yeah.
I'm happy for you guys. Congratulations on
you,
your
thank you.
3rd year anniversary and many more to come. Keep doing your best, as you said, yes. And thank you for coming and educating us this morning on what the startup huddle is. And I hope that entrepreneurs that are watching that they will join. And as you see, there's plenty of advice to be had once you attend the startup huddle and the sessions, as Sunita would have
And
mentioned.
it is very informative, I would
Yes.
say, yeah. Because as I told you, I don't have words how to describe.
Aw,
I'm very
that's
much, and he
sweet.
told me, Janil, I say,
Janelle must be proud today to hear you say that.
Of course.
Oh.
Yeah,
of
he
course.
messaged me this morning, he couldn't be.
Could
on
make it,
here,
yeah.
So you have to, don't back out. I know.
Aw,
I say, okay, I won't back out. And
you'll make him proud.
Yeah.
Indeed.
There you have it, folks. Sending all the best. Sunil, we wish you nothing but
Yes.
the best for you and Kulfi Bite. Go check them out, guys.
And
Stay tuned. Much more
Okay.
after this short break.
yeah, that was in Arthur's. We have once a year, we go out somewhere.
Okay.
It's freestyle.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice.
Yeah. Okay then.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Shiny Boy say representing for Good Morning SKN. We say good vibes, good energy, blessings and love. Voice rated.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Cheers.
An exotic experience.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN, and in this segment, today's Caribbean connection takes us to the birthplace of reggae, the world's fastest sprinters, jerk dishes, Blue Mountain coffee, and majestic waterfalls. Did you guess it's Jamaica? With her unforgettable style, talent, and unmatched passion, today's guest has risen to take her place in the music world, and the top is her only vision. Our guest today is also a brave warrior as she continues her fight against the incurable disease lupus. Good morning and welcome to GMSK and none other but Shanna Raymond, aka Queen of the Ring. Shanna, good morning. Welcome to GMSKN.
Good morning.
Morning, welcome.
How are you guys?
Good,
We're
thanks.
doing
And you?
awesome. Happy you could join us this
I'm
morning.
fine. I'm blessed. Grateful for life.
Awesome. So we'll get started right away, Shanna. Just tell us, when did you realize your passion for music?
I don't think I heard you. What did you say?
When did you realize your passion for music?
Well, I mean, from a tender age, I always knew I loved music because I love to sing. However, I never really knew it was a passion until I did Soca Monarch in late 2015. That's when I realized that, hey, I actually have a talent here and I'm actually really good at it. And I think I did that, I just became into this musical monster. All of a sudden, I just didn't focus on anything else but music. So I think it started when I actually wrote my first song, which was for Soca Monarch.
Awesome.
Was the Soca Monarch before you got involved with AZ1 and KC5 bands?
The Soca Monarch was after.
Okay.
I was actually singing in bands before, but like I said, I just knew I loved to sing. I never knew it was a passion. So at the time when I was singing with the bands, KC5 and As One Band, at that time it was more of a means of making money. So I didn't really think it was a passion. I just knew I loved to sing and I just loved to sing. So I just used my talent. But then when I actually did the Soca Monarch and I actually wrote my own song, because I was trying to get help to write my own song. And I realized that I actually can write. And I realized that people actually loved me, for who I am and for what I wrote. That's when I think that's when the music Shanna was activated.
Awesome. And as you just mentioned your name, Shanna, we know you professionally as Shanna Raymond, but here in St. Kitts Nevis, we know you as the Queen of the Ring. Tell us a little bit about this name and how it came about.
Well, it's you call it that's my fan name or my alias or my brand. And it actually came about funnily. I was in the studio with Wrench when we were writing that song, the stickle drum rhythm, and I was actually the only female on the rhythm. And I remember he said something to me. He was like, "You have to stand out. You're the only female. You have to actually stand out." And I was like, I don't know what to say. All the men had this really good song. And at the time when he said that to me, he was like, "You have about 10 men on the," I don't remember how much. I think it was about 10. And he was like, "You're the only female." And it hit me. I was like, "Oh, so I'm like the Queen of the Ring." And he laughed and he was like, "Put that on the mic." And I think from then, people just started to call me Queen of the Ring.
Awesome.
Nice. Let's talk about Harmony, a collaboration you did with local superstar Highlight. It is still making rounds on the local and international turntables. How proud are you of this, Shanna? How proud are you of it?
See, I always knew that the song with Highlight would have been a hit. Highlight actually believed in me in a really a different way than anyone else. He saw my potential before I even saw it. Before I even started to make music, he used to tell me that you're a star and you're going to be really, 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 really big as it relates to your music. And I was like, what are you talking about? So when I did the song with him, I always knew it was going to be a hit because he was so popular. Everybody loved him. And at the time, everyone knew me for just soca. And I always wanted to really branch out into dancehall. But I felt like working with Highlight would have given me that opportunity. And it really did. So I am actually proud of it. I really am. And to know that I'm not in St. Kitts right now, and I still have fans send me videos of the song playing in clubs and parties, and I'm like, okay, wow, it's good to know that even though I'm not there, the song is still being promoted.
Indeed,
so I'm very proud.
Indeed.
Oh, congratulations again.
And Shanna, we've also seen that you have been the opening act for artists such as Destra Garcia, Farmer Nappy, and even Kez the Band. Tell us, how was the experience opening for these celebrity artists?
Well, of course, a really great experience, especially Destra. Um, everyone knows that I was born in Jamaica, but when I've lived in a lot of Caribbean countries, so I'm really, really highly influenced by soca music. And Destra was actually the person that I actually followed a lot. I studied her. I literally watched all her performances, all her videos, everything, just to, feel like to find that, soca part of me. And when I met her, she was so sweet, and she was very encouraging. And then after a while, we started to follow each other on Instagram and stuff like that. And she's always been so loving and supportive. And it means a lot to me to know that someone that, is such a veteran in the music industry, in the soca music industry, actually, supported me as well and saw that I was really talented as well. So it means a lot to me meeting these people, especially Destra.
Wonderful.
2014, 2016, 2017, and 2022. I hope you know where I'm heading with this. You participated in the St. Kitts Music Festival. Tell us some of your highlights from each of these festivals.
All right, well, 2016 was actually my first. I actually performed in 2014 with Aswan band. That was when I performed in the band. I was not a solo artist yet. My first solo appearance on the festival was 2016. And that was a magical moment because I actually just started making music, like I think it was late December of 2015. And I got called like the next month to be on the festival. And it was like, I was shocked because I just came out with music. So I was like, I really am getting this opportunity. So that was a really special moment. 2017 was even more special because that was, I've grown from then. And I also got to bring on highlights. So that was another special experience. And then in 2022, I was there for a brief moment. I flew back to St. Kitts just for a brief moment, and Highlight offered me to come on stage with him. And that was another great moment because people haven't seen me in a while. And it was just surreal to see that, I wasn't there for so long, but they still had the same energy and they still love the song.
Nice, indeed.
Awesome. So Shanna, was the reason you returned to Jamaica? If yes, how has it impacted your career thus far? Was music the reason why you returned to Jamaica? And if yes, how has it been impacting you thus far?
Very good question. So, as you know, like I said, I was born in Jamaica. I started making soca music, and a lot of people, I think, are disappointed because they want me to really just stick within the soca genre. But it didn't feel right for me to just do soca music alone. I grew up on Buju Banton, Bob Marley, Beres, all of these great artists. And I feel like a part of that is in me. And I never got the opportunity to actually explore the dancehall side of me or reggae, whatever side, basically. So I moved back to Jamaica because I felt like in order for me to really be able to actually do dancehall, because it's not that I'm going to stop doing soca music. I'm still going to be a soca artist. But it's just that I needed to actually, get into my culture a bit more. So I thought that the best way for me to actually take in the culture was actually to live here. I moved back home, and I'm not going to lie to you, it's been a very hard journey because it almost feels as though I started over completely. I'm actually trying to gain a whole new fan base. I'm actually trying to, get into an industry where people basically don't know me like I do, like they do in St. Kitts.
Right.
So it has been very hard. I had to basically start over, like I said. But I'm grateful for it. I think I've grown a lot. I've learned a lot from moving back to Jamaica. There was a lot of things I didn't know about the music industry. I was blinded by. No one was actually teaching me these things. And I am an independent artist. So it was hard to be doing the things I was doing, and I was basically doing them wrong because I didn't really understand the industry. And I came out here, and a lot of people within the industry has actually groomed me and taught me a lot of things that I'm gonna use going forward. So coming back to Jamaica has been hard, like I said, but it has been a really surreal experience, and I've learned a lot. I've gained a lot of new followers and even gained friendship within the industry with other musicians, producers, artists. So yeah, I'm grateful for it.
Awesome,
Good stuff.
awesome, Shanna. And hold that point. We're up on the break. Stay with us. Much more when we return on
Yes.
GMSKN.
Yo, this is your boy Smiley of the Grandmasters Band, and you're watching GMSKN. Hey, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just make sure you're watching GMSKN. What up?
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN as we continue our conversation with Shanna Raymond. Shanna, you were nominated in 2018 for Female International Soca Music Video of the Year. Tell us a bit about this experience.
Okay, that was another great experience. I never thought that little Shanna would have even been nominated for something like that amongst so many great artists like Patrice Roberts. And I was actually really shocked when they said that. I was like, me? I didn't even know you guys knew me. And then I actually went to St. Lucia for the awards, and that was another great experience. I got to be around Nyla Blackman and her manager. I get to be around the Lion family, and it was really fun. It was a great experience. I didn't win, but I was really, really, really grateful for the experience to see all those other artists, and I was able to learn from them. So I'm grateful for that. That was actually a really highlight moment in my career.
Nice. But congrats on the nod, though.
Shanna, you are also an entrepreneur with your line of Queen of the Ring merch. How has this journey been so far?
I mean, I believe with any product, you have to basically brand yourself as an artist, and that's what I did with the Queen of the Ring brand. I turned it into merch, so I have like hats and shirts. And what happened was I have a lot of male fans, and my male fans are always concerned that I'm always doing everything for females. So one day I just decided, okay, there can't be a queen without a king. So I came up with the King of the Ring idea. And honestly, the King of the Ring has actually been doing even more better than the female. The men love the hats, they love the shirts and all of that. So I'm actually right now revamping the brand a bit. So we're changing some of the stuff that I used to do, and we're making it a little different. So yeah, it's been a really cool journey, especially out here in Jamaica. The men really love it more than the females. The men love the King of the Ring brand.
Interesting. Congrats.
Indeed. So, Shanna, you are a strong woman, one who continues to bravely fight your battle with lupus. When you got your diagnosis, what was that like?
Oh, lupus. Yeah. So I didn't know anything about lupus at the time. I just I had a doctor at the time that kept saying he thought that it was lupus because I was just strangely just getting sick. It really started like late 2016, 2017. But looking back in pictures in my phone, I realized that there were actually signs, but I just didn't know that I was sick. I thought they were like rashes, regular rashes, but they were actually signs. And they kept saying I had lupus, and I was denying it a lot. I was like, no, I don't have anything like that. I could never have that. I'm not sick, you know? And it just got worse and worse. And I moved back to Jamaica and it got even worse. And it has been hard for me because I felt like it kind of slowed me down too. With my music, there was at one point where I had to just focus on my health. I had to just put everything aside and just focus on my health. And it also brought a lot of questions from my fans. Even with my weight loss, I lost weight and now I'm actually gaining it back. But it brought a lot of questions. It's been hard because I never in a million years thought that lupus would have been a part of my journey. It's so funny because when they celebrate lupus on, I think it was last week, Tuesday, the color is actually purple. And it's so funny. I always say this because my favorite color is purple. So I was like, wow, I don't know why this disease chose me, but sometimes, as strangely as this may sound, I am actually grateful sometimes that I have something that is teaching me and reminded me how strong I am, because sometimes I do forget who I am. And I think the lupus has actually shown me that, hey, I'm really strong and I can do anything I want to do irregardless. I'm literally walking around fighting a disease. Sometimes I'm in dire pain and no one knows, because I don't want to ever be that person that, hey, you're pitying me or anything like that. So it has taught me a lot. It is hard. I'm still battling it. I still take medications every day. It's really hard. I mean, it does messes sometimes with my confidence. Sometimes I'm concerned. I feel like I'm not normal. I'm no longer normal like everyone else, and I can't do the things everyone else do. I can't, have a drink and stuff like that. So it is hard, but it has taught me a lot. Like I said, it has taught me a lot.
Of course. And Shanna, can you just touch or go in depth? How has the disease affected your schooling, your musical and entrepreneurial career?
Can you hear me?
Hello, you're hearing us?
Yes, no.
Okay. Can you hear us, Danny?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now.
Okay.
Okay.
I will ask a question from this angle. This year's theme is Make Lupus Visible. Do you know what was done in Jamaica to make it visible? And if you are not familiar with that, what are you doing to ensure that people are correctly educated about lupus? Because people might see you and say, oh, Shanna looks fine. She doesn't have this. She doesn't have that. Because it's an inward disease that is fighting against your own body. How do you educate persons?
That's a really, really, really great question. I'm actually glad that you asked that question, because I think a fan actually called me out on it last week. They said to me, I know you have lupus, but I never see you, like when there's Lupus Awareness Month, I never see you speak up. I never see you wear the color. I never see you do anything. And it dawned on me, because I was like, I really don't do that for real. And I think it opened my eye that hey, I actually have a platform, and it's actually important for me to actually speak about it because I'm actually someone that's living with it, and I have so much people that see me and they know nothing about it. And I think the reason I personally speak to people away from the social media, I think I'm still learning to speak about it publicly because I mean, like I said, when I did go public with it, people didn't really take it the way I wanted them to take it. It's almost like they didn't believe me.
Yes.
And I think a part of that hurt me so much that it made it hard for me to want to speak about it publicly.
Yes.
So I kind of always shy away from, saying anything about it on social media during the awareness month. I only speak up sometimes, like if I'm in pain, I would say things on social media, but I never really did much. And I think when my fan told me about it, I noticed that, hey, I need to do more to bring more awareness towards it. But I mean, I haven't really done much on that end. I've done it away from the cameras.
Okay.
I mean, I speak to people ask me all the time about it. And there's actually like groups that I'm a part of away from the cameras. I'm a part of groups that deal with lupus, and we share our experiences, and I tell them what I do and how I cope and stuff like that. So I actually help in that way. In Jamaica, there's actually like a lupus awareness camps. There's different foundations and stuff that they actually do as well to assist people with lupus. But like I said, I've had a hard time trying to publicly, be that like image to speak about it, because I still to this day don't even like to be told, hey, that's the girl with lupus. I still try to shy away from it. And it's sad because people have a hard time believing that I'm cis. They're like, oh, you're always pretty, you're always on social media looking good, dancing, whatever. And the sad thing is they don't know that that's a coping mechanism as well. It's the only way for me to get through it is to just continue to be normal, even if I'm having a bad day, because you have bad and good days. So I can be good now. I could be sitting here looking at you, talking to you. I may not be feeling massive pain, but there are parts of my body that are in pain. And there are days where I'm in a lot of pain, but people don't see that. They just see the beauty. They just see the happiness, and they think, oh, she's not sick.
Yeah, she's fine.
So it has been very hard for me to speak about it, honestly, because of that.
Well, Shanna, we're so happy you could shed some light on the situation, and I'm sure those persons who are watching can now have some form of clarity where the disease is concerned. So as we close, what is next on your to-do list, and how can you be contacted?
Great question. I think I kind of went on a little hiatus for a few months. My family was going through a death with my brother, and I just had a lot of things personally I had to deal with. I had to step up in a lot of ways. So I just took a little hiatus. It's not for long. It's just been a few months, and it's just really regroup and, just find back Shanna, find back my inspiration. And I have been doing that. And I'm actually working on projects right now to come out of my hiatus. So you'll be seeing new things, new songs, projects.
And how can we contact you if we need a little performance?
So you can find me on all social media platforms. It's Shanna Raymond, SHANNA, last name RAYMOND, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I also could be reached on email, Shanna Raymond Music, gmail.com. And if you just Google me, everything will come up.
Indeed.
All righty, Shanna.
Shanna, thank you so much for speaking with us.
Yes, it was a pleasure.
Morning.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for having me.
And we look forward to much bigger and greater things for you in the near future. All the best, and continue to take care of yourself.
Yes, keep shining your light.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful day.
You too.
You too. And there you have it, folks. That's all we have for you in Caribbean Connections this morning. Stay with us. Much more when we return on GMSKN.
Hello and welcome to your favorite day of the week, Friday. It's Infused Friday, and you've guessed right, we have another marvelous infused water recipe for you today. Strawberry, lemon and green tea infused water. So let me introduce you to the benefits one can expect from this selection. Strawberries. These potent little packages protect your heart, increases HDL, which is good cholesterol, lower blood pressure and guard against cancer. Packed with vitamins, fiber and particularly high levels of antioxidants known as polyphenols. Strawberries are a sodium-free, fat-free, cholesterol-free and low-calorie food. The bottom line is lemons contain a high amount of vitamin C, soluble fiber and plant compounds that give them a number of health benefits. Lemons may aid weight loss and reduce your risk of heart disease, anemia, kidney stones, digestive issues and cancer. And finally, green tea contains healthy bioactive compounds. These compounds can improve brain function, increase fat burning. The antioxidants may lower the risk of some cancers, contribute to the prevention of type 2 diabetes, and assist in the prevention of cardiovascular disease, also in the protection of the brain from aging and reduce bad breath. Amazing benefits. Let's get infusing. Here are the ingredients. 1 bag of green tea, 3/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of hot water, 1 lemon halved, juiced and half sliced, a handful of strawberries halved, and ice cubes for serving. Directions. Place tea bag in a cup of hot water, let it steep for 5 minutes, then remove, and let it cool before pouring into a jug or pitcher. Add the remaining ingredients and let it infuse for 30 minutes before serving into large glass filled with ice. So delightful. Add more to your H2O. Check out the Facebook page every Friday for refreshing infused water recipes.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Cheers.
An exotic experience.
I like the way you cook. I like the way you look. But all I really want to say is, Mama, happy Mother's Day. You know, all your children love you. Yes, this coming Sunday, the 14th May, is a very special day. It is the day we recognize the significant contributions of the largely unsung heroes, mothers. Mothers love, care for, discipline, oh man, and mold our characters during and long after our formative years. They are stalwarts and deserve to be treated with the utmost respect And I have to say it again, they deserve to be treated with the utmost respect. On that note, here are some ways you can celebrate your mother or any mother you know on Mother's Day this Sunday, 14th May. We have two moms here. So Auntie, Miss Rosalind Hazel, and Mistress Gardenia Destang Richards. Happy Mother's Day in advance. No? Oh, how could I forget the makeup artist? Oh, shame on me, Aunt Sharena. Happy Mother's Day in advance.
She
Oh
gonna
my
get you
gosh,
for this
she
one.
will definitely get me. Please don't put on my lipstick wrong next week. I thank you. So here are some of the ideas you can do with your mom to ensure that she has a lovely Mother's Day come Sunday the 14th. So you can have a photo shoot. So you can call up. I'm not going to tell you who to call up, but you know all the photographers here in St. Kitts. So give mom a photo shoot. I think she will love that.
Of course, photo shoots are always good for mom.
Yeah, indeed.
Keep those memories.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you make keychains and you make all these things and, you walk around with them to show off your mama because there's nobody like your own mama, right?
Indeed.
Yep.
Take a pottery class.
This can be fun.
I know.
Oh, man.
Pottery class.
Yeah, so...
Have you tried it?
No, never did.
Never did it.
But just the idea of that wheel and I just think I'm going to mess up everything.
How to mold.
Yeah, exactly.
This one would be interesting.
Yeah, you make a cup, you make a plate for the wall, you make a plate to eat in. You can do whatever. Just do something. Take a pottery class with mama.
Go hiking.
For the adventurous mama in your lives, because not all the mamas are gonna go hiking.
I was just gonna say my mom ain't up for the task at all.
So for the adventurous moms, you can take your moms hiking. Or we could just hike to town, and do a little store hopping.
Indeed.
So the hike can vary. It can be an adventurous, strenuous one, and it can be a nice hike into town. How about that? We go shopping. Yep.
And the next one says, watch a movie together. This one, definitely, I would love to do.
Even if you don't like the movie, it's Mother's Day, so you are obligated to watch a movie with your mama.
Right.
My mom like African movies, and that's not my thing. But at least on that day, I just give her that much to watch a movie together with her.
There's this movie called A Mother's Love. I think every parent should watch that one. Especially mothers.
Okay.
A Mother's Love.
Who are the actors or actresses?
This celebrity housewife, her name is Candy Burris.
Oh,
yes, Candy Burris.
Listen.
A Mother's Love. It's awesome. Check it out, guys.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
She definitely and she gift her a memory book. Oh, that's nice.
A memory book.
Yeah, so you can give her all the pictures, all the little how should I say, all the little activities you would have done together, the little trips you did. Personalize the book. Yeah,
that's a good one.
That's so sweet. Oh, and she'll have that for as long as she's on top.
I know, right?
Of the earth. Ooh, serve her breakfast in bed. Yes. Make everything that she likes, put it on a platter, and serve.
My mom would love that. Aww. Just stay there and just receive everything in bed.
Oh, that's
she
good.
Would love that.
Because they work hard.
I know.
They work hard almost every day of the year. Even with us big kids, they always want to know if you eat, how you're doing. You want me to wash for you? It's like they still want to be that mother in your life. Although you can do things, they are going to forever be your moms, right? But it's like they still want to mother you. Yeah, although you're grown.
I agree.
Aww, so serve mom breakfast in bed.
The next one says, have a family game night. What game night you could have with your mom?
Listen, we have jokes night because my family like to laugh. My mother's very jovial, so we have plenty fun and we just laugh. We don't really do the games, but we just have jokes.
My mom loves a good old-fashioned domino.
Oh,
yes, she loved it, especially when she winning. Oh, she banged them dominoes hard on the table. Yes, I know my mom loves some dominoes.
I hope your mom is watching. So, mom, when Andre come home and you folks are playing dominoes, just bang it hard. I want you to know you win it. Just for Andre.
And the next one says, head to the beach.
Oh, I try to get my mom to go to the beach. She's not a beach person.
Yeah?
Yeah.
My mom loves the beach.
But it's not about my mom. It's about your mom. So take your mom to the beach.
That's true.
Take your mom to... And Sunday's a nice day.
Yeah, especially on Sundays.
Yeah, and when that water is uber calm, when you can see like all the way to the bottom of the water, that's the best time to take your mom to the beach. So Sunday's a good day because it's settled. Not much persons are in the water on Sunday.
I agree.
So head to the beach with mom. Have a little picnic with mom. Yeah.
Book a weekend getaway.
Add to that a spa voucher. Your mom will love you for that.
Yes, that's true.
And
that's true. They love to get the hair done, the makeup, the pedicure, manicure.
It depends on the mom, the nails.
Well,
yeah, it depends on the mom.
My mom loves the whole makeover.
Oh, Jesus.
She does. She just...
You go, mom. You work hard. You deserve it.
I agree.
Enjoy it. Bake together. Aww. Wow. And then just throw some flour at each other.
Yes. But personally, like, what would you give to your mom for Mother's Day?
I will do a personalized basket.
Personalized basket. I remember one year, my mom, she has this crave for these flowers called orchids.
Oh, orchids.
Yes, and I got her the most... I just went into the supermarket and I saw this beautiful plant. I didn't even know it was called orchid. And let me tell you something. I traveled on the bus that day with that orchid. And I was getting all the attention. And people were just looking at this boy walking with that orchid. And they were like, oh, he's so cute. You know, and when I tell them it's for my mom, they were like, you're going to be a good son.
Aww.
And I am a good son indeed.
Look at Andre. Oh, yeah, orchids are cute.
Yep.
They're delicate though. Sheesh.
I know. And the next one says, book her a massage.
Didn't I just say to add a spa voucher for your mom? Indeed. I know these things, man. I know these things. The moms deserve it. Because we have a lot of moms that are both mom and dad, and they do an excellent job at it. Continue doing the best that you can for your kids. But
I agree.
So get mom a massage. She needs a break.
Shout out to all those moms who play daddy and mommy role.
Indeed.
Yep.
Go wine tasting. Go.
For those moms who love the wine tasting.
Indeed. Go wine tasting with mom. Have fun. Just be careful what secret you spill. Because mom is still mom, okay?
I know, right? And you would be surprised. Many times they're having drink. Mom will tell her which of the child she loves most when she have one.
So mom, be careful too, okay? We don't want anybody hurting anybody.
I know, right?
But enjoy the wine tasting. Oh, this is nice.
Take a paint and sip class.
With Miss Sue? Oh, no, I don't know. But yeah, just take a paint and sip class.
Bring out that artistic side of you, mommy.
Indeed. And even if you're not artistic, just draw the picture to the best of your ability. Have fun.
I know,
have fun.
I know.
Be a Picasito.
Yep.
Nice. And as I said, the beach picnic.
Look
at me. Look at me. Look at me loving these things. Yeah.
There's nothing nice like family time. Just
exactly.
Come together, and picnics are awesome. And we do it a lot here in St. Kitts.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on the lawns heading over to Frigate Bay and you
I've
see
seen
all
persons
those families?
there, and I've had me and my friends normally go there. But we did it Monday this time, but we normally go there on Good Friday.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing right here in St. Kitts.
I didn't see cook for mom though. I only see make mom breakfast. So guys, for those moms who don't like to be taken out because they don't want to be in the crowd, they don't want to be in the waiting line to be seated to get their food, cook your mom a nice home cooked meal of her choice, not your choice, of her choice. So ask mom what she like and just cook it up. So from breakfast to lunch to dinner to a light snack, it's Mother's Day and you I'm imploring you to cater to your mom.
But hold that point, Marty. Guess what? Remember, it's Friday, and we cannot end Friday without having some fun. So guess what? We are about to have some fun. We've seen the challenge, the towel challenge. It's making the rounds on social media.
Oh my God.
We're going to try it right here in Studio 327. Much more when we return on GMSKN. You can't afford to miss this one.
Happy Mother's Day to all.
Yeah.
An exotic experience.
It's Friday, the official beginning of the weekend. In this segment, Cortency and I will be doing the viral TikTok challenge that involves towels. Here's how the challenge works. The towels are rolled up with each person's holding one end in a different arm. They should be interlocked, and the idea is that you keep hold on your towel but untangle yourself from the partner through a series of twists and turns. So, it is definitely bound to be a fun one. Stay tuned, guys.
See how we're gonna get out of this towel situation.
Well, let's try. Let's see. Hold on.
Oh my gosh. So we have to interlock our towels. I don't want to let go of the towel. Already tight enough. Okay, hold yours. Because remember, we have to hold it.
Right. Okay. Here goes.
Hey. Actually, talking about us up more. Ooh, we got out. See? Oh, yeah. Wait. Hold on.
Louisa.
Yo, we practiced so much yesterday and it was an epic fail. We did. Oh, I don't even want to know how we did it, but we did it.
We did it first right here in St. Kitts Nevis. We got it!
It is possible.
It is possible indeed. Love it.
The highlight of my Friday. Ooh, my heart's beating so fast. Oh, and we didn't let go. We didn't cheat.
Can you imagine? We got it.
How did we do that?
We did it first right here in St. Kitts. Follow it, guys. It's a trend. You definitely can do it. We can do it.
You can do it.
Trust me. I can't believe this.
We did that. We certainly did. Oh, guys, we had so much fun today. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did. So, Andre, you want to take it out?
Of course.
Okay.
So long, farewell to you, my friends. So bye for now until we meet again. Thank you for joining us today. Tune in daily where you'll find a little bit of everything for everyone. Get your friends and family to watch. Remember to follow us on social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube at Studio327 Inc. and Instagram at Good Morning SKN. Remember to like, subscribe, follow, and share. Also, check out our website at Studio327Inc.com to learn more about GMSKN and Studio 327.
And leave us a comment and let us know what was your favorite part of today's show, guys. You know mine. Every segment was fun, but I enjoy this part especially. And this is where we say, see you on Monday morning at 8 a.m. when you wake up bright and early and start your morning with us right here at Good Morning SKN. Happy International Nurses Day. Remember to make someone smile and have yourself a good day. But if you cannot have yourself a good day, don't go messing up nobody else's. Tabitha Brown says that daily. Thank you guys for watching. See you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Folks.
We did.